Good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing great. My dear student, in the last class we were discussing about halogens. What are the members of this family?
Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene.
Okay? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene. They are also known as halogens. Why so? Because they are useful in making salts. Okay? Like NaCl, NaBr. These all are salts. Magnesium bromide. Fine? These are useful in making salts. We have discussed up to chlorine. In this class, we will discuss about hydrogen chloride, that is HCl. Glauber was a scientist who prepared HCl in 1648 by heating common salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. Glauber prepared this by heating common salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. What they will form? They will form Na2SO4 plus HCl. Okay? So how we will prepare HCl in the lab? By treating sodium chloride with concentrated sulfuric acid. They will form sodium sulfate plus hydrogen chloride. You can also take sodium bicarbonate, that is NaHSO4. So sodium bisulfate, sodium hydrogen sulfate also known as. Okay? It also reacts with sodium chloride to form sodium sulfate and HCl. Okay? Now this HCl can be dried by passing concentrated H2SO4, because while we were discussing about sulfuric acid, I told you it acts as dehydrating agent, which means it absorbs excess water. So HCl can be dried by passing concentrated by passing it through H2SO4. Okay? That will act as dehydrating agent. Next, its properties. HCl. You all are familiar with it because we are using so much in the laboratory. So HCl is a colorless and pungent smelling gas. Okay? It is easily liquefied to a colorless liquid whose boiling point is 189 Kelvin, and it also can freezes to form a white solid whose freezing point is 159 Kelvin. It is extremely soluble in water. Okay, how it forms? Suppose I will take HCl plus water, it will form hydronium ion. It is acid, so it will release H plus ions, which combines with water to form hydronium ion plus chloride ion. Okay? This is how it reacts with water. Next, its aqueous solution is called hydrochloric acid. High value of dissociation constant for this reaction indicates that it is strong acid in water. It is almost completely ionizing water. Okay? Completely dissociate with. So that's why it is one of the strong acid. Okay? We are talking about what?
HCl.
It can be found in solid, liquid and gas form. But generally we are using it in liquid form. Okay? So it reacts with ammonia to form ammonium chloride. NH3 HCl gives you white fumes of that is ammonium chloride. Okay? It also reacts some metal by when we are using 3 part of concentrated HCl in the ratio of 1 part of HNO3. This mixture is aqua regia. It is used to dissolve gold and platinum. Okay? This is aqua regia. In class 10th also you did the same. It is used to dissolve so many metals like gold and platinum. Okay. Next, it is used in the manufacture of chlorine. We have already discussed yesterday by treating it with manganese dioxide. Next, it is used for making ammonium chloride and glucose from starch. It is also used in extracting glue from bones and purifying bone black. It is also used in medicines. Fine? That's all about your HCl. Second last topic, very important, that is oxo acids of chlorine. Kindly draw structure with me. Oxo acids of chlorine, which means oxides of chlorine. We will take 4 oxo acids. HClO4, HClO3, HClO2 and HOCl. Beta, HOCl is the basic unit in all of these structures. HOCl. This is the basic unit in all these structures. This is your perchloric acid. This is your perchloric acid. This is your chloric acid. This is your chlorous acid. And it is hypochlorous acid. The basic unit in all these structure is HOCl. Okay. Similarly, we have perchromic acid, HbRO4, periodic acid, same. Instead of chlorine, here we use, depending on the halide which we are taking, either chlorine or bromine or iodine. Fine. But I will discuss only oxo acids of chlorine. Rest in other cases, only instead of chlorine, take bromine or iodine, depending on the things. Okay. So, its structure is, basic unit is this, HOCl. How many oxygen are left? 3. So they will form double bond with chlorine. Okay. This is the structure of chloride, because what is the covalency of chlorine? 7. Okay. So is it clear? In this oxidation number will be 7. Is this basic? Is this basic? Yes. All these are basic. Mono basic. Fine. Its steric number. Steric number bete. To the central atom, how many atoms are attached? 4. In this no lone pair, so that must be divided by 2. It comes out to be 4. Okay. So here steric number is 4 and hybridization in this case is sp3. Okay. Next is chloric acid. Similarly, first form, basic structure. How many oxygen left?
2.
Is chlorine valency is complete?
No, ma'am.
So it will contain 1. In this case, shape is tetrahedral. In this case, shape will be trigonal planar, like that of ammonia. Okay. In this case, ClOH. How many O left? 1. So how many lone pair it will come?
2.
2. So its shape will be V shape. Your potential. Okay, but in this case, remember, central atom is this. Okay, so that's all about the oxo acids of chlorine: perchloric acid, chloric acid, chlorous acid, hypochlorous acid. Okay, clear to everyone? Fine. Last topic of P block is, just see to it once, all are monobasic. Next, if I will talk about which one is more acidic, but higher the oxidation state, higher is the acidic nature. So in this oxidation state 7, here 5, here it comes out to be 3, here 1. So acidic nature will be, or I mean perchloric acid is highly acidic. Higher the oxidation state, higher is the acidic behavior. Okay? So last topic of this chapter is interhalogen compounds. Interhalogen compounds. But inter means different. Intra means within the same molecule. So when two different halogen, they react with each other, then they form the interhalogen compound. Okay? General formula is XX dash, XX3 dash, XX5 dash, XX7 dash. Dash means because it is for different halogen. In this, X is bigger in size than X dash, and it is electropositive. Suppose I am taking FCl, so here chlorine will be X and fluorine will be X dash. Okay, I repeat, these are interhalogen compounds formed by reaction between different halogens like FCl, FCl3, okay, IF7, fine. So in this, X will be bigger in size and X will be more electropositive. Next, as the ratio of X, ratio in the sizes of X and X dash increases, the number of atoms per molecule also increases. Like in case of iodine, out of all these four, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine is bigger in size. So in this, it can accommodate 7 fluorine. So number of atoms, if the ratio between the size of the halogens increases, the number of atoms per molecule also increases. Fine? Clear to everyone? That is your interhalogen compounds. We have different conditions to make interhalogen compounds. Like if I want to prepare chlorine fluoride, then equal volume of chlorine plus fluorine, they gives you 2 ClF. Okay? If I want to prepare ClF3, their temperature is 473 Kelvin. If I want to prepare ClF3, Cl2 plus 3F2 temperature, and here it is excess, temperature is 573 Kelvin and it is ClF. So depending on the temperature conditions which must be taken in excess, we prepare the interhalogen compounds. We are discussing about interhalogen compounds. General formula XX dash, XX3 dash, XX5 dash, XX7 dash. Okay, we have different interhalogen compound like ClF is a colorless gas, BRF is a pale brown gas because bromine is reddish brown in color. IF is BRCl is a gas. ICl can exist in 2 forms, alpha form and beta form. Alpha is ruby red in color and beta is brown red in color. ClF3 is a colorless gas. BrF3 is a yellow-green liquid. IF3 is a yellow powder, which means different interhalogen compounds have different shape. Okay. Last, discuss the shape of BrF3 on the basis of Weissenberg theory. But you can also take ClF3, BrF3, same shape will come. Okay? On the basis of Weissenberg theory, how many valence electron this bromine have? Valence electron? 7. How many monovalent are attached to it? 7 plus 3 divided by 2 comes out to be 5. Okay? So its geometry must be trigonal bipyramidal, but it forms how many bonds?
3.
So out of 5 minus 3, 2 lone pairs. Same. 2 is about its lone pair. So fluorine, fluorine, fluorine and fluorine. So its shape must be T shape. Its shape must be
T shape.
okay? T. Clear to everyone? So my dear student, that's all about group 17. In this class we have discussed about HCl. Glober prepared the HCl in the lab by treating NaCl with concentrated H2SO4. It is a pungent, odorless, pungent smelling, odorless gas. Okay. Generally we are using a hydrochloric acid in the lab, that is in the liquid form. Okay. It is used in medicine, used in doing acid-base reactions. Next, chloroacids or oxides of chlorine. Instead of chlorine, you can also draw oxides of bromine, iodine. We have discussed 4 oxo acids: perchloric acid, hypochlorous acid, chlorous acid and chloric acids. Fine. Increase in oxidation number means increase in acidic strength. These all are monobasic. Last, we have discussed about interhalogen compounds. Interhalogen compounds means the compound formed between 2 different halogens. General formula is XX dash, XX3 dash, XX5 dash and XX7 dash. Okay. So my dear students, see you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.